Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Caitlyn Rose Does. I'm Caitlyn and today we are going to be talking about a new eyeshadow that I just discovered. I went to Sally Hansen Beauty Supply yesterday and I have not been there in quite some time, so it was definitely different than what I'm used to. And I went there and I discovered, or I didn't discover these, I went there and I found this brand and it's called Bitzy. These eyeshadows were really cheap. They were $1.79 each for non-members and $1.69 for members, which is really cheap for a single eyeshadow pan. So I decided to pick them up because the people there recommended them, and I ended up getting 8. It was buy 3 get 1 free, and then you'd also get a free little palette when you bought 4. These were the colors that I got. And they are just really pretty. I did swatch them and they did swatch nicely. And then I also got this Bitty Glitter Cream Eyeshadow, and this is in Diamond. I took them all out of their boxes. I have no clue what their names are, but I have the little things still. And so I'm just gonna read out the ones that I got, even though I could not tell you which ones they were. So I have Love Struck, Queen of Cream, Cloud 9, Lavenduring Love, Algerian Sea, Au Natural, Freshly Minted, and Like a Diamond. So I will swatch them for you guys right now. I think that some of them were really great, but I was kind of iffy on some, and then I haven't put them on my eyes yet, so we are going to see how they apply. I did pick up some more of like the more fun shades because they just screamed like, mermaid look, mermaid look, mermaid look at me. And I thought that that would be fun and different. I know it's not Halloween and it won't be Halloween for like 8 months, but why not have some fun? So I'm just gonna swatch all of these on my arm quick. Those even look better than yesterday. Probably because I have good lighting now. The textures of these eyeshadows do vary a little bit. The matte ones are definitely very smooth feeling, but I wouldn't say that they are buttery in any way. They are just smooth. And then the shimmery shades are still pretty smooth but less smooth, and kind of have they kind of feel like a little bumpy, but that's just because there's shimmer in there. You can't like see straight up glitter in them, but I'm sure that they do have some. There are definitely more nice feeling shadows on the market, but I was pretty shocked for $1.79. As I said, those shadows really did scream mermaid at me. And then there was this one, and it's the Bitzy Glitter Cream Eyeshadow. This is definitely weird. It kind of reminds me of the texture of a ColourPop, but it looks like there is like glitter in this like clear kind of petroleum like, but I mean, it looks really nice. Like, I think that looks really fun, and we're gonna play with it today. For this tutorial though, if need be, I am gonna go into my Morphe brushes to just sort of finish off the whole mermaid look. So I am going to start off by just priming my eyes. I'm going to use this Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Champagne, and I'm just going to blend this primer in using my finger too. So now that I've primed my eyes, I'm going to go into the palette. I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm just going to start by putting that all over the crease and then also as a transition shade. I'm just going to do this on my Morphe M441. I am going to put this on the lid too, just to set the primer. This is actually pretty nice for a transition shade because it is so light that it really makes things blend on in. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up what it just did, but I do like it so far. That applied pretty nicely, and it is picking up pretty well on a brush. Now what I'm going to do is grab a Wet n Wild crease brush, and I'm going to go into this matte color right here. And this I'm going to focus on the inner part of the crease and kind of just blend it out more to the back. That is actually really pigmented. I'm kind of scared. I'm going to go in with a very light hand. I'm actually going to pick up a more precise brush. This one is by e.l.f. and I'm going to put that color directly into the crease again. These shadows definitely aren't like one little touch packs the most va-va-voom. They are buildable though. I think I am getting quite a bit of color in my crease. I am just going to go back into that Wet n Wild brush, get a bit more on there, and just blend everything. Now I'm going to go into the other palette that I made, and I'm going to take the light purple shade, and I'm going to do basically the same thing, just on the outside of my crease. And I'm just going to take a different brush. This is another Wet n Wild crease brush that I have. I mean, when you look at it, that looks very like it picked up a lot. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to take my LORAC California Dreaming palette and I'm just going to go into Overcast, which is a nice brighter purple, and I'm going to go over what I just did just to deepen it up a bit because it is pretty light. Oh yeah, that's helping a bit. Now we're going to start on the lid. I'm just going to take a flat shadow brush. This is the Eco Tools flat shadow brush. I don't know if it has another name. And I am just gonna right away go into this color right here. And I am just going to put that on more of the inner half, maybe a little less than the inner half of the eye. Before I forget, I'm gonna spray it with a little Max Fix Plus just to intensify it. Now we're having some fun. Now I'm going to grab a different flat shadow brush. This one is by Amina. It's the Balm 18. It's a detail brush. And I'm just going to pick up this sparkly purple shade. And then I'm going to spray it down with some MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm just going to pack that more into the outer portion of the eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this e.l.f. brush again and I'm just going to blend from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm going to take this Morphe F18 brush and I am going to go back into the lilac purple and also the shade Overcast in this palette, and I am just going to deepen up the outside again. I do really need the shade Overcast. That one just is not showing up on me, sadly. And I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild crease brush again first. I'm going to take the e.l.f. brush again and I am just going to blend out the line between the two colored eyeshadows. on the lid and in the crease. And just because I feel like it, I am going to go back into this purple shade, and I'm just going to try and pack that on a little bit more because I feel like it doesn't stand up to the more teal shade that I put in the inner part of the eyelid. Okay, it's a bit better. So now we're gonna have some fun. I am going to take my Morphe 166 brush, and now I'm gonna go into the Bitzy Glitter Cream Eyeshadow in Diamond. And we are just going to try and keep this concentrated on the lid, but more at the part near the lash line. Give it a whirl. You know what? I'm going to do this in a way that it almost is going to act like liner. So I am going to actually grab my definer brush from Morphe. Woo! You see that? That's kind of fun. Just for some added fun, I'm going to take this brush by Eco Tools, and I am just going to make a little glitter wing. Definitely not the sharpest wing I've ever done, but it is with glitter, so I feel like I get a free pass. Now I'm just going to take that flat definer brush, try to get all the glitter out. I will literally have glitter everywhere, I feel, for the next while. And I'm just going to go back into this palette, take this shadow, and just sort of run it along the lower lash line on the inner part. And I will pick up just a titch of this one too, just because I feel like I can put shimmer on the lower lash line with a look this intense and mermaidy. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go back into Overcast from the LORAC California Dreaming palette. And I'm just going to put this on the outside of the lower lash line and really kind of smoke it down a little bit lower than I normally do. I am going to take some more of the glitter and then just put that on the lower lash line to add a little bit more sparkle, because you can never have too much sparkle, can ya? Nah. I'm only going to overlap this on the purple though. Oh gosh, it's totally going to get in my eye. Okay, well I do have a little bit of fallout, so I am going to just sweep it off with this brush quick. Now I'm just going to put on some mascara and curl my lashes up. Using the Jordana Best Lash Extreme also. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot to do inner corner and brow bone highlight. So for the inner corner, I'm going to take this e.l.f. concealer brush and I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm going to mix it with this shade right here. And I'm going to really highlight the inner corner quite intensely. And I am kind of going to bring it in a little lower than I normally would, just for fun. I am going to take this white shade again, and I am just going to put that on the brow bone with the same brush, and I'll just blend it. Well, this is our finished mermaid look. I feel like the colors with the glitter is actually definitely giving me some of a mermaid vibe. I hope it's giving you the same one. But overall, I am not mad at how it turned out. I don't really love the matte purple shade. It really just never showed up on me. I had to go into the other palette. But I think that for $1.79, those are pretty decent shadows. They did take a little work, and MAC Fix Plus helped to brighten up the shimmers, but I like how it turned out overall. I think this is fun. I might recreate this look come Halloween or something. So I hope you enjoyed this video and the little chat we had about these eyeshadows. I do think that they are all right. They're not the best shadows I've ever used. They're not the worst shadows though either. I think that if you have some extra time to play with them and you can work with them for a while, I don't think that these are eyeshadows that you're going to be able to apply in a snap. But overall, they're pretty good, and if you have $1.79 to spare, or a few $1.79 to spare, I think I'm going to play with more of them myself, so maybe you would like to too. I don't know, but please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed the sort of mermaidy look. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.